Jeremy, good to see you. Thanks so much for your time.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Hi, Pete. How are
And
you?
it's interesting, right? Because it's spooky season, a lot of scary content, creepy content, and
Yes.
this is a family fun film, festive film about the Halloween season, about pumpkins. Do you think about that being kind of a unique casting situation a little bit? Like there's a lot of scary things going on, and it's refreshing to do something that's like for the whole family around Halloween.
Yeah, well, the world is quite scary enough as it is at the moment. But this is a real, as you say, this is a real refreshing take on the fall movie. And it's not a scary movie for teens or 20 somethings. It's a proper family film, but it does have magic and it does have pumpkins in it, nevertheless. And it's one you can take your, sort of 6-year-old, 7-year-old upwards, I think, and but as well as having a great kids story that's kids centric, it's really got gags for mums and dads and grandmas and granddads. Some real fun stuff, and it's got a great British cast. Nick Frost and Golda Rosheuvel and Tim McInnerny
Jeremy
and Jeff Horrocks.
Swift.
Who's he? Yeah, that guy from Ted Lasso is in it as well. The Specky guy, yeah. And this time I get to play a madcap scientist who's under pressure to grow the biggest pumpkin in the village, and it was a whole lot of fun to do. Every day on set was just it was easy, Pete. It was real fun.
I love how persistent and consistent your character is with this goal of this big pumpkin. That was like my favorite. What was it like reading that? Because that's its own thing, right? There's gonna be goofiness, misunderstood, but like he's on a mission and he's not gonna stop. Like he wants to make this big pumpkin.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's got to win that competition, and he's going to use any way to do it. And as you suggest, there are some devious journeys that he makes to do it. But spoiler alert, he does come clean in the end, so he is a good guy. But that is fun to play an arc like that, and not in a kind of like creepy way, but in a kind of real fun, goofy way.
Is there
Complete
anything
fun.
specific from a preparation, acting, storytelling perspective that you do before diving into these festive worlds, right? Like we talked about Grow being Halloween, the Ted Lasso Christmas episode's one of my favorite things ever. It's a tradition in our family household. We watch that every year.
Yeah, I hear that a
Is there
lot,
anything you do
actually. Yeah, yeah.
specifically to prepare for that kind of world of the festivities?
Well, you get the tone of the film from the script, and it's implicit that it's a feel-good comedy, and but it's good. It's good level comedy, even though it's not patronizing to small kids. So it's good level of comedy. So you can play with it, and John let me add little things to it as well, which was great fun. But I just take the fact that it's a heartfelt movie, and it's a family movie. It's about found family, so there's warmth in there as well, and there are journeys, and it's about growing connections as well as pumpkins.
Well, it's interesting too because you can relate this to Ted Lasso as well. When you work on something like Grow or Ted Lasso, these are projects that have, you know, a tool like the pumpkins and Grow and then
Yes.
sports and football and Ted Lasso. These are like the focal point, but you can look at it as you're making a film about pumpkins that that also
Yeah.
has coming of age and everything, or you could switch it around, right? Like you're making a coming of age fun family film that has
Yeah.
pumpkins in it. Do you think about that at all? So with Ted Lasso, is it a
Oh,
sports show?
absolutely.
Is it
Yeah.
a show about everything that has sports in it? I'm curious about that.
Yeah, yeah, of course, that's the thing you hang it on. But really, both shows ostensibly are about community and connection and fun. Let's not lose sight of it. They're both great comic projects. But yeah, I'm pleased to be in. I mean, people throw the word wholesome at it, which is a slightly overused word, but it is. What's wrong with having something that makes you feel good when you've watched it? That is the best for me. That's what I love.
There's different ways we watch things, right? There's like, from
Uh-huh.
the movie perspective, going to the theater, the festival run, then there's the streaming, right? And then TV shows, they could be the Ted Lasso weekly drops on Apple TV Plus, or they could be,
Mm.
Netflix binge. Do you think about how people are watching something that you're making while you're making it at all? Do you think about that at all? Because that's interesting, I feel like, the different ways we consume content.
I think, well, you can't think ahead in that way, really. I mean, with Ted Lasso, we had no idea at all that it would become what it's become, a sort of a global sensation, really. But you just have to be true to the creators and the script, and just and follow that journey. And if people go for it, then that's really, really exciting. And then, of course, if you do more of it, if you're doing other seasons, you can't really be looking in the rear view mirror either, apart from the fact they're like, oh, we've told that story, oh, we've made that connection, and this character has moved on and is now in this place. Of course, you've got to do that, but really, you've just got to go forward with it and just see where it's going next.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't wait for people to watch Grow. I had a great time.
Me too.
Perfect for Halloween spooky season for the whole family. Jeremy, as always, it was an honor and privilege to speak with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks a lot, Pete. You have a great day.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.